plants from the Terradome would probably all be wilted by now.
The lunafilament plants that grow on their own, yeah? They're way too delicate. Wouldn't stand a chance growing in the shelter. Turns out REM flowers suit you just right.
I think so too.
Hello everyone and welcome on back to Pragmata. Now, I ran into a complication while recording this episode, and unfortunately I lost the mic audio from it. So this is actually me talking from the future. This is a voiceover I'm doing currently. Unfortunately, I'll just have to basically do a voiceover for the remainder of this video, which isn't very exciting, but that's just what we're going to have to do. If you want to watch the no commentary version, I'll leave a link in the description. The link for the no commentary playlist is actually in all the videos descriptions for every video in the series, so feel free to check it out if you don't want to hear me yap. Yeah, so what ended up happening was I had my mic setting. So in OBS, the software I use to record, I have my mic set up to where anything under a certain decibel doesn't get picked up by my mic. Well, I realized that my mic audio was a little bit too loud in some of the recent episodes, so I went to go turn it down using the mic setting itself. Like I have an actual microphone knob on my mic that will let me increase or lower my voice volume for other people. And by turning that voice volume down, it effectively made it to where it was interacting with OBS and not picking up my audio. Whenever I would talk quieter like this, it would not pick that up. And so I would often have times where I would just get cut off mid-sentence. So it was pretty unusable and pretty jarring and pretty bad. So I've decided to just do a voiceover for the remainder of this video. Got the moon gravity. The distance and airtime of jumps and thrusters is extended in the reduced gravity of space. Hugh's overall movement speed is also slightly slower. The movement speed of Hugh seems like negligible. They aren't kidding when they say he's slightly slower. Also, I commented here on how cool it was that her hair, like in the low G, her hair would like fall slowly. I think that's pretty cool.
Hugh, I can see the Nexus Tower.
So that's where Edis is. It's pretty far off. Wish we had a shuttle or something.
We don't get terribly far into this zone, but what we did do is actually really cool. I dig this zone a lot. The low gravity is fun, and the gimmick here is pretty nifty as well. You'll see here in a moment. Also, if I remember correctly, I think we find like 20 cubes in just like the first part of this area. I might be incorrect there, but
take the long way around.
I'm pretty sure we end the episode with like 20 cubes in our possession, which is insane.
Nothing new, but things sure feel different when the gravity shifts.
How is it different?
Well, my thrusters push us farther, but they're harder to control.
Seems like an upgrade to me.
I will say this game is really turning out to be just one of my, top games the past couple years. I'm really vibing with this.
Use your thrusters and see if you can make it.
More so than I thought. When I didn't know a whole lot about this game while I have been excited for it for a year or so. I really never looked into it in depth. I just watched the trailers and that was kind of it, And while it has always looked like something I would enjoy, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I oftentimes have kind of like a sixth sense when it comes to games that if I am not sure I'm going to enjoy them, generally I won't enjoy them. If I'm like unsure by just watching gameplay, I usually do not enjoy them. And I definitely had that feeling about this game. I was like, I just don't know if I'll like it or not.
That can help you keep going.
Then they released a demo, and I vibed with the demo. Demo was very short. I think most demos are pretty short. It's not like it was like a you know, trial or anything. It was just a short segment of the game. But I didn't really get to... I feel like I wasn't really able to get a great feel of the combat in the demo. Just with how short it was and how quickly everything died. Oh yeah, right here we get the homing missile launcher. I tried this out a few times during the video for a big enemy that you'll see in a minute. But it did not seem that great against that enemy, but I think it was because he's armored, so I don't think I was able to really try it on regular pleb enemies yet. I'm sure it's probably very strong on them. But yeah, so long story short, I just am shocked that not only that I am vibing with this as much as I am, but that it's quickly becoming one of my all-time favorite games in the past several years, frankly. You know, and that's... There's been a lot of great games in the past few years, a lot of games that I, you know, still frequently replay, but this feels like something that I'll return to, you know, many times.
Right on.
Here it comes! Look out!
One thing I did notice, so as I progress through the game, I frequently go and watch. Really, the only streamer that I watch is Distortion 2, and as I progress through the game, I will watch his let's play or his playthrough of this, his streams, up to the point. I watch the VOD, so up to the point, you know, on which I have played, because I don't want spoilers. And one thing I've noticed is that he frequently is able to shoot enemies while... Oh, here I'm confused. I didn't realize that this was a new hacking minigame. You have to actually hit the buttons while the arrow is over them now, instead of just hitting them in order. So it took me a moment to figure that out. But he's actually able to shoot while he hacks. Sometimes he doesn't, but usually he can. And I wonder if that is a keyboard and mouse thing, because it is very difficult for me to even think about shooting while I'm hacking. I mean, given anybody who knows me knows that I am terrible at multitasking. So maybe it's just a me thing, but
Stop skittering around.
I have noticed that is a glaring difference between like his gameplay and mine. Is, you know, when I'm hacking, I am basically not even looking or aiming at the enemy. My reticle is far from the enemy as I'm just focused on the hack, you know. Now, he can also hack really quickly. I don't know the exact controls on keyboard and mouse for hacking, but I do think it's probably a lot quicker to do it on keyboard and mouse. Or maybe I'm just bad. That could very well be the case, honestly. I don't feel bad at the game, though. That's the thing. I feel like I'm decent at it. Though I am a bit worried I'm going to get my ass handed to me on the harder difficulty. I'm not yet sure if I will, oh, right, we noticed that. I'm glad I noticed that chest right before I left here. And what's cool about the moon, because of the low gravity, you know, you're effectively able to just jump this, you know, what would normally be very unreachable gap. Or rather, very unjumpable gap. Yeah, we got 4 components there. Like, how crazy is that? Oh, I also remember joking here about, while I was editing a few of the last episodes, I started calling those cubes instead of boxes, and there were quite a few times where it just sounded like I was saying pubes instead. So I'd be like, oh, I've got 3 pubes, and yeah. So I was joking about that.
Detected in the mining zone. LunaDigger. Halt mining protocol and remove these intruders.
I think I'm gonna have to go back to calling them boxes.
What the?
Giant worm.
Worm?
Yeah, I was freaking out right here. That thing is sick.
So that's
It also,
the
I was talking about
lunatic,
how
huh?
it reminds me of
Oh,
the...
this is gonna be a nightmare.
Well, this whole section reminds me of the DLC for Prey. The Moon something. I don't remember what it was called. Oh yeah, and I was freaking out here. I'm like, why did I do that? That was not...
Detect your biorhythms through the soil.
Oh yeah, here. I don't think I was meant to not get hit. I think that was like, I should have been hit, but... Seems like I was clipping inside of him and was not able to get hit there. So, I had seen the achievement at this point for like fending off or fighting off the LunaDigger, which is what this is. And so I had decided here, I didn't know what that meant, but I had figured I probably had to fight him here. So I began, that's what I'm doing now, is going for the achievement. And you can kind of tell I have no idea how to fight this guy.
No, not like this!
I'll try hacking it.
Hurry!
So we get Diana to hack him here. I'm not sure if that one-shots you if you fail or don't do it in time. I'm not sure what happens.
That was a close one. Thanks.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to... You can see I'm trying to, you know, lure him out and figure out how he works. I believe you're intended to just run and not fight him. But where's the fun in that? Oh yeah, here I tried to use those. I didn't mean to use those. I actually thought I had my shotgun out. Only one of them hit, I think.
You gotta be kidding me!
Yeah, I got hit again like a dingus.
Thanks to you.
Keep trying to lure him out and complete that hack. Now, I was shocked at how much damage I was actually able to do to his armor
Stay
here.
away from those dust clouds.
So I didn't know at the time, but the weak point on him is actually in his mouth. Where you can, you know, do some serious damage. But I was, after getting almost swallowed twice, I was trying to stay away from his mouth.
This thing never gives up, huh? Let's keep moving.
Be careful.
Yes.
See, I'm kind of getting a little bit more, you know, efficient at dodging him. Not getting hit by his swallow attack. Yeah, I was just trying to experiment with my different weapons, see if these are really that helpful. In retrospect, I think using the freeze attack... Oh, also big hit there I just took. Wow. I think if I use my freeze hacking mode, or whatever it's called, that would probably lock him in place for a moment, giving me opportunities to pull off damage. But can't tell if I just don't have them or I just may not be focused on using them. I do have the confuse modules, and I know that, or rather, I don't know if the confuse does anything. It didn't seem like it made him change his AI. Oh, here you can see, yeah, I'm just beaming his mouth. You can see how much damage I was doing. For comparison, I was doing like, what, 600 damage to his body with the shotgun, like point blank. And the pistol was doing 1100 to his mouth. So, a lot of damage he takes there. If I had the shotgun for the mouth, I think that probably would have killed him there. Back off. I'm not quite sure what those drone things do. They don't really seem to be attacking him, so I don't know if they just don't work well with him or if they're just kind of bad, honestly. I doubt that they're just dookie. They probably just don't have... Oh yeah, here I just was like, you know what, F it, I'm just gonna overdrive. I felt like I was close to killing him. Look at all that damage. Look at that! Woo! That is satisfying to watch, I'll tell you that much. Also, look how much hacking damage I was doing there. Damn, if that had got that hack off, that would have been 2 grand. There we go. We got the achievement in the bottom right. Super high. I was super hyped about that. So yeah, now that we've beaten him there, I'll tell you guys that if you just focus the mouth, as you'll see here in a moment, if you just focus the mouth, you can kill him in, like, no time at all. He doesn't actually have that much health. So... at least on normal. Again, obviously I don't know if that is applicable on the hard difficulty, but...
Couldn't have just stuck with digging, could you?
I don't think it normally attacks humans.
Here, I'm reading this file. I guess I should have read that for you guys, but... oh well. It's fine. I am very happy that I am able to bring, or rather, begin recording in with no commentary and commentary. That was something that I used to do a lot of a couple years ago, a few years ago. Well, probably more than that now. Like when I did my Atlas Fallen Let's Play and my Resident Evil Let's Play, and there's a couple others that I did. With and without commentary, and I like it because I want people to have the option, you know, as much options as I can give them. You know, if you don't want to watch me yap or listen to me yap rather, then you shouldn't have to, you know, but you can still at least watch me play the game. And I think that that's an important, especially since it takes such a little amount of effort to upload a no commentary version if you are doing commentary. I mean, it literally just consists of me having to mute my mic audio on 2 tracks, and then I usually increase the game audio slightly just so I could, you know, because I do play my games with low mic audio, or I'm sorry, low game audio, just because I feel like for a Let's Play, you're generally, you know, wanting to hear the YouTuber speak more and hear them clearly. So I try to, you know, lower the game audio a bit. But I do feel like my mic audio has been way too loud, hence why
Move, Hugh.
I tried to lower it this episode and caused an issue. So
Missile spotted.
I am going to lower my mic audio. But I'm going to just do it a different way. I'm going to do it in editing rather than messing with my mic settings.
Yay!
Is this the campfire? Is that what that is? Yeah.
I can't
Get the cool campfire. One thing I was debating here was, well, you'll see here in a moment. I realized that it was kind of weird that that path, that like broken bridge that I just jumped off of to get those luminite clusters. I thought it was kind of weird that that path like ended like that, and thought maybe there might be like that slanted wall might be an invisible wall, but I don't think it is. I opted not to check just because I didn't want to have to run all the way back up here, but I was talking about it. Yeah, you can see me. The wheels were turning there. Man, I gotta start using the green weapons a little bit more. What are those called? Like the utility weapons? Yeah, here I am talking about jumping down. It just looks like it could be, that would be a good spot for a secret, you know. Jump down, you have to interact with the wall quickly enough to, you know, remove it, and then jump in there, basically, like jump into the room. But I don't think that's anything. I think that just goes to the room that I went through with the bots, so.
Can't forget you.
Yeah, I don't think I opt to go back just yet. No. Safe routes to Luna mines. Luna mines use LunaDiggers and other large mining equipment for excavation. Mining zones are assigned each morning. For your safety, remain within approved areas at all times. If you have lost your way, stay near the facility perimeter or try contacting an administrator from your location.
We'll just have to make our way through the facility.
Guess we're taking the long way around.
There's another file there, yeah. Oh, right, we get the impact barrier. A defense unit that deploys a barrier to block some enemies and projectiles for a limited time. The barrier does not deal damage. I don't believe I got an opportunity to use these. I mean, there were opportunities, but I didn't. But it sounds like they're very strong against the LunaDigger. This file basically just talks about what I just said. Them using it against the LunaDigger. Temporarily ward them off. I mean, it's probably a given at this point, but there are more than just that one LunaDigger that we have to, or that we will encounter. At least one more. I don't know. There might be 10 more for all I know, but we basically just get through the next area of the map, and then end the episode.
It's back!
Don't get excavated, okay?
You work on your jokes.
I like that voice line. I'm very hopeful that, I mean, and perhaps it's too early to talk about this, but I am very hopeful that this game can get some DLCs. I just, you know, when a new IP like this comes out that is successful, I mean, it seems successful. It seems like a lot of people really like this game. I know I do. I want games like that to be rewarded with good sales and a future. I want Capcom to keep making them, you know. So I'm hopeful that this game has performed well enough that they'll greenlight a DLC or two, and if those do well enough, hopefully they'll, you know, maybe we can get a sequel in another 30 years. Alright, so spoiler alert, we do get through this fight. we do take him down.
Stay away from
This
the
one goes a lot
webcam.
smoother. I think you guys will see what I mean. He doesn't seem like he's got that much health. So I basically lead him out. Also, I have no idea how he just took 5,000 damage right there. Actually, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that the first time. I'm not sure what did that. Yeah, lure him out over and over again. Hit him in his mouth. And he opens up to swallow you. Get that hack off for some extra damage. Rinse, repeat. Oh, I can't remember if I mentioned it if it was this episode or the last one, but obviously I've switched back to the grip gun instead of the assault rifle.
Hell yeah!
Honestly, that might have been like 3 episodes ago. I genuinely don't remember at this point, but yeah, look how quickly we killed that thing, or you know, drove him off. And that's it for this area. I mean, that was the only one here, so. I do kind of wish you got something from that. I think the reward, quote-unquote, is the achievements. But obviously if there's multiple LunaDiggers, which there are, then it's kind of like... I mean, I guess the real reward is the fact that you don't have to worry about him, you know, bothering you. And you can explore freely, but it'd be nice if he dropped something, just some Luminite or whatever, Lunafilament, rather. I don't know why I keep calling it Luminite. What is that from? Is that Remnant? Is that what I'm thinking of? It's like the Luminite crystals? Or no, I'm thinking of Simulacrums from Remnant. Or from Remnant. I don't. There's something that has Luminite crystals. Maybe it is Remnant. Maybe the Luminite is like the lesser material in Remnant, and then Simulacrums were like the, you know, Titanite chunks from Dark Souls. Speaking of Dark Souls, the Dark Souls trilogy is on sale right now on Steam. Really tempted to buy like DS1, but
Overdrive protocol activated.
my issue with buying either DS1 or DS3, because I frankly just don't care to play 2, is the achievements are so bad in those games that like I could pour 200 hours into them and be 38% done with the achievements, you know? Like, obviously that's not entirely true. Like, if I was going exclusively for the achievements, which I would be, it wouldn't take that long, but it's just, they require you to just mindlessly grind a stupid material over and over again, unless you do PvP, which I have no interest in doing PvP, so I don't know. I just think those games are pretty garbage when it comes to the achievement hunts. Elden Ring was okay, though having to beat the game 3 times is frustrating. I remember when Elden Ring came out, there was a glitch. It had a name because it was using the speed run. I don't remember what it was. There was a glitch you could do where if you got to the 3 belfries and you went through the portal to what was a tornado place called? Something Azula, Farum Azula or something. I don't remember. Farum something, I think. But if you took the teleporter to there, you could glitch the game out. Because normally when you took the teleporter there, right, it didn't take you anywhere. It just like took you to a small area in that region where you could like loot a couple of items and you could just go back. But there was a glitch where if you took the teleporter there and like closed the game or something, it would bug out and think that it would just place you at an actual grace in that zone, which that zone is only normally supposed to be, you know, accessible at the end of the game. So you could just go to that zone really early on, kill what's his face, the boss there, and then just finish the game. You know, kill Elden Beast. So, Malekith. Kill Malekith. Trigger the Erd tree burning, and then go kill Godfrey and Malekith. Anyway, that's how I did the 3 endings as quickly as I did in the base game. I've since, of course, done
Does this mean that
well
someone's
more than 3
controlling Edis?
playthroughs of that, like full
You've never
playthroughs
told
of
us
Elden Ring.
that.
Well, if that's true, this may not end at Edis.
You're the Tada guy. There's got to be something you get when you get all the Tada guys. I know. I mean, achievement obviously, but I hope that they give you something. Cabin probably, you know, maybe he gives you like a really unique board or something. I don't know. What do we got? Oh, I think I was checking my phone here. I had friends texting me. We were gonna play something that night, so I think they were texting me to see if I was free. So I had to reply to them really quickly.
I think Cabin will
Ooh,
like
another cabin coin.
Hugh, the entrance to the building is over there.
Is that a warehouse? Let's go find a way inside.
Reboot Edis. I think it's Edis. You would think I would know how to pronounce it by now. They say it so much, but I do not. Another decoy generator.
It's taking aim. Its sensors can track us.
Oh yeah, here's where we encountered the mortars for the first time. I don't think we've encountered these before. I'm pretty sure this was the first time.
On standby. Look out, there's more. Get ready.
I got hit by that double hit there. I always forget that those guys can do double hit like that. You know, as time goes on, I've come to realize that I really, really just love Capcom. I think that,
Got a way across.
Yeah. Didn't anyone think
well,
there were some stairs around
the
here?
IPs that I like at Capcom, I really love, you know, like,
Don't let it get away.
I love Resident Evil. Resident Evil is probably, oh yeah, right, another one of these things. I forgot that we had this. You know, I love Resident Evil. I love Dragon's Dogma. I'm bummed that 2 was a bit. Dragon's Dogma 2 was a bit bad, honestly. Dare I say, I felt like it was pretty bad. The skills and things like that, awesome. The story was just absolute garbage. It just wasn't. I mean, it was like all the bad things from Dragon's Dogma 1 were present in 2. You know, it's like they didn't try to improve those things at all. In fact, it's like they tried to double down and make those bad things the game's identity, and I felt like that was pretty garbage. Anyway, love Dragon's Dogma though. Love Resident Evil. And yeah, I mean, this is a great IP. Not a Monster Hunter fan. I've tried a couple Monster Hunter games that were on Game Pass, like Rise and the one before that. Iceborne, is that, or is Iceborne the DLC? I don't know. Whatever game was Iceborne, or if that's the DLC, whatever game that was for, is the one I played for a little bit. It just they're not for me. They're a bit too convoluted, and honestly, I don't really like the whole loop. I don't like the gameplay loop of killing monsters, getting parts to craft armor and weapons, to kill more monsters to get more parts. You know, that is just not really my thing. I've never really been a fan of that style of game. So nothing against those games. Great. I think they're really cool games. I enjoy watching them, especially with, you know, really crazy fights like Alatreon and stuff. But definitely not for me in terms of just playing them. I'm excited to see the kind of DLCs they cook up for Requiem. I know during my Requiem playthrough I talked about this a bit. I didn't think the game was oh my gosh, my aim there was garbage. I didn't think that the game was that great, honestly. I mean, I liked Requiem. I did enjoy my time playing it, but it felt like a downgrade in most ways to like RE4, the remake. And even comparing it to like other games that are similar in pacing to Requiem, like Village or even RE7, I just felt like it was not great. I liked Grace a lot. I just felt like her segments were a bit frustrating, and just Leon felt bulky and clunky, nowhere near as smooth as like RE4 Leon. It just felt like a downgrade, you know. It felt like they tried to combine the elements of RE7 and 8, as well as combine the action elements of RE3 and 4. But what they ended up with is, you know, combining those two elements in a way that made both of them feel worse. So neither element felt like it was an improvement, you know.
There's something up ahead.
That's just my opinion, of course. I still enjoyed the game. Also, we have a key door here. I don't think I opted to do this just yet.
Let's check it out.
Oh, I think this is where we actually go back, yeah. So we've got the cube there, but then there's like a Remen there, yeah. So we have to... It looks like those boxes we have to move. I mean, I would say with like stasis. They look like I could move them with stasis.
Should we take a break?
Dead Space, but... If we just go back and end the episode here in a moment. Let me look. What are we at, actually? We had 3 minutes left. Okay. Sorry, this turned into just me kind of yapping about other things, but that's what I figured it would end up being.
What goodies did we bring?
It is kind of hard to provide commentary.
Let me guess. Edith built these damn worms too, didn't it?
Oh, LunaDiggers have been helping out at the cradle for ages. They spend all day mining the
LunaDiggers, huh?
Luna.
Man, the suits making decisions around here really rub me the wrong way.
I love Diana. She's such a sweetheart. I hope that her and Hugh are able to escape this. I don't know how the story ends, but I hope it doesn't end with one of them dying.
What's the point of a holographic fire anyway?
Yeah, funny enough, I remember I was commenting on, does she have any mushrooms here? Or not mushrooms, marshmallows? Does she have any shrooms? No, I remember I was like, does she have any marshmallows? And was disappointed that she didn't. Or does she? Turns out she does.
Tonight, the stars are so bright.
Just having a good old time. Yeah, I love Diana. I think that they did such a great job designing a... It's hard watching or like designing young characters like that, because I feel like they will often make them overly baby-like, you know, babbling and just... They'll overdo it when it's like a 9-year-old kid, which Diana seems like she's like 9 or 10. You know, they're obviously kids, but they're also smart enough to formulate complete sentences, you know. Or conversely, they'll be like really annoying, you know, just really obnoxious. And I don't feel like Diana's either. You know, she's not overly babbly, and she doesn't annoy me. Frankly, as much as I love RE4 Remake, I think Ashley was a bit more annoying. Well, Ashley's case was more so her standing in front of enemies that were shooting at you. So her dialogue.
Well done.
Anyway, I think they did a pretty good job with her. And that just about does it, so yeah. Sorry again about the issue. In the next episode, that should be fixed, and we should be fine to continue as we were. Lesson learned. I didn't realize that was going to affect that, but now I don't. Now I know, so I won't do it again. So yeah. Anyway, thank you everyone so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one.
We are honored to provide one of our greatest goods.